Your time check right now is 6:45. It's time for the Fast 15. That's all the news you need, delivered in just 15 minutes to get you out the door. And we begin with the birther battle, making the front page everywhere across the nation this morning. Sheriff Joe Arpaio claiming he now has proof that President Obama's birth certificate is a fraud. And just minutes ago, the sheriff's lead investigator in this case, Mike Zullo, joined me to discuss what he found while digging for clues in Hawaii. Now, Mike tells me the batch number of the birth certificate is just chronologically inconsistent with others born around that same time on that date in that hospital. And another set of numbers involving the president's father and his race and employment are not properly marked either. Sheriff Arpaio now saying he wants members of Congress to take this information and investigate further. However, we told that the sheriff has no suspects or indictments or any type of court involvement to go along with these allegations just yet, but we're watching it closely. Kirk, one thing is for sure that this battle has been around for a while, and it looks like it's not going away anytime soon.
Well, and you may remember, Connie, it was more than a year ago when the president released his birth certificate on Twitter. It was breaking news here on ABC 15 Mornings, and looking back at that day, that's when the president really thought this issue would be dropped. Breaking news for you at 6:14. The White House has released President Obama's long-form birth certificate, something that a lot of people have been asking for a long time. Take a look. This is the tweet sent out by the White House just about 15 minutes ago. It says Obama's long-form birth certificate released so that America can move on to real issues that matter to our future. There's a link to this. The birth certificate that so many people, especially Donald Trump, have been criticizing lately because they haven't been able to see it. You know, it's interesting looking back at that, too, because, again, the president most likely putting that out there to try and end this. And really, some would say it only fueled the fire. Obviously, this debate, far from over, and there are a lot of people vocal on both sides of the birther battle. So it's a story that we will continue to follow, Connie.
And a lot of you are sounding off about this investigation. Is it a good thing? And does it give our state a black eye instead? ABC 15's Brian McElhatton joining us live from the sheriff's training facility in Phoenix. Brian, a lot of mixed reaction on this. It's obviously a very heated debate and a lot of pieces, a lot of information that has to be confirmed, and some that the Arpaio camp thinks has been confirmed.
Absolutely, Connie. Good morning to you. No matter who you talk to, everybody seems to have an opinion on this in Arizona and around the country. Earlier this morning, I introduced you to an author who did his own research, did his own investigation. He was looking for evidence to suggest this birth certificate was false or had been tampered with, and he ended up not finding anything, he tells us. I also spoke with many of you who were out running errands. This is what you had to say. Take a listen.
I think he should be doing other things. I think he should be taking care of the people in the state of Arizona, in this Maricopa County, basically, and leave the president alone. He's got enough to deal with.
He could find the truth. He's seeking the truth, and he will find it.
Great.
We've got more important things we need to worry about in our own state. We have too many issues here that we need to worry about.
Some of you think that Sheriff is on the right track with this, and some of you think that maybe this is a distraction from an upcoming trial that begins on Thursday, when a federal judge will look into allegations of racial profiling by the sheriff and his deputies. Connie.
It is a heated political season. We'll see what happens with all this, Brian, and whether it's fact or fiction. We're also following the president through all of this, and he is back at the White House after campaigning in Texas yesterday. But so far, no mention of MCSO's news conference. If and when the president does react to this, and if any other news developments do surface, we'll bring them all to you on air and online at abc15.com.